Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you some commentary over some team doubles gameplay. It's on the map Simplex. Score in the background is a 21-0, pretty respectable score line. I think Simplex is one of these maps where positioning and teamwork can take precedent over the actual gun-on-gun skill. A lot about getting the angles, getting top control, and just maintaining positioning over the enemy team. It's a very exciting map to play in my opinion. It's one of my favorites on the game, and I really hope it makes a return for Halo 5. Team doubles in general is one of my favorite playlists to go for gameplays on, because I feel like it's a lot easier to get your callouts to your teammates. In Team Slayer and bigger playlists like CTF, you can sometimes have a hard time getting your communication across to your teammates. And it feels like everyone's talking quite loudly at times, and some of your callouts might go missed, which is why I find it so impressive that in a competitive setting you see such high level of communication going on where everyone's talking at the same time, but somehow the players manage to convey the most important information and receive the most important information and act upon it. That's definitely something that the lower level players need to work on, because communication is most likely a bigger part in Halo that a lot of players give credit for. But anyway, that was a pretty wordy intro to this video. This weekend I haven't been playing too much Halo, if I'm honest, and that is because the Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament was going on. Now, I feel like I sound a little bit out of touch when I talk about something like this. It sounds like it's something that should be such a niche and not really discussed in general competitive gaming. But when you really look at the numbers for these tournaments, the finals for these matches actually gained 30,000 viewers, which in my opinion is pretty immense. The hype for the game itself was colossal. People were losing their minds over it. And overall, it was just a really fascinating event to watch, in my opinion. Now, you guys might be wondering at this point what relevance this has to do with a Halo commentary, because this is most certainly not a Super Smash Bros. Commentary. Well, in my opinion, there's a lot of comparisons that can be drawn between the Halo community and the Super Smash Bros. Community, because just 3 to 4 years ago, everyone was counting out Smash Bros. It was considered a dead game. Nobody was paying any attention to it whatsoever. You know, it was just a dumb, fun party game. It got on MLG from 2003 to 2005. But since then, it hadn't really made any headway, and it had been dropped off MLG, and then the next game to come out was Super Smash Bros. Brawl, appeared for a very brief stint on MLG before being dropped for not being a very good game, not really putting in the numbers people would have expected, and overall being regarded as a lesser sequel to the game. And you guys are probably drawing the parallels already in your head to Halo 4 and to some extent Halo Reach. Halo Reach did appear on MLG. I don't think it necessarily garnered the hype that Halo 3 did on MLG. MLG was of course on ESPN. It was all over the place. Everyone was talking about it, whilst Halo Reach was a fairly respected game on its brief run of MLG. It didn't really come close to the legendary status that Halo 3 achieved. And then, of course, we've got Halo 5. Don't really have to make much of a discussion there. I think the argument kind of makes itself. But this is not like a pessimistic commentary. This is not me saying, you know, oh, look at Halo and then compare it to Smash. Smash is just destroying, Halo's not. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, just when Smash, everyone thought they had counted it out, everyone thought that the game was dead, the community stepped in towards the end and they said, look, we can make a go of this. The community can bring it back to what it is. The people started coming together on Twitter, making social media happen. There was a documentary that happened for the game, and we're seeing that with Halo right now. People are entering in submissions, and I'm of the nature that I don't care what Halo game comes back and makes it. I don't know if it's going to be Halo 5, Halo 3, whatever game. But in my opinion, Halo deserves its place in competitive gaming, especially in comparison to games like Call of Duty, which in my opinion come nowhere close to the spectacle that Halo 3 is. And if you really look in any game, any Halo game to that extent, I might add. And also, if you look at the stream numbers from League of Legends compared to Call of Duty, maybe one tournament comes close every year, but apart from that, the stream numbers are incredibly low compared to League of Legends, and they just don't garner the attention that a Halo game would, because the skill isn't as evident. People don't get to express themselves in quite as interesting a way, and I feel like, You know, Call of Duty is more of a business venture than an actual, you know, community-driven hype machine. And that's what I really want. I want Halo to be loved. I want us to be playing a game that we love, and I want a competitive game to be enjoyed by the mass media, not because of the branding, not because it's the most popular game out at the moment, but because it's actually the better game, because it's actually the truer test of skill. And in my opinion, we've just come to a standstill recently, and I think it's up for the community to lift the game up, and the community are kind of working against each other right now, and that's not in a place where we want to be. I want the community to start coming together to realize that their franchise is something special and really put the legwork in. Anyway, I've been Modest Major. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. If you did enjoy watching, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking the button below, or you can subscribe to the Dawn Network themselves. I have been Modest Major. Thank you for watching. Peace.